Alrighty, man. I'll tell you what, that last stream was quite the bad dream, man. Ugh. I don't know if you guys saw what I saw, but we had a hell of a nightmare the night before. We had a nightmare that we couldn't do shit. We lost all of our money. We fucking killed somebody in anger. Got murdered by guards. That was quite the bad dream. So we went and frustrated with our progress on trying to build our case with Kasich, we slept and had an absolute nightmare. I hate that I missed the last stream. I need to go back and watch it. So here's the thing, Watt. That stream is not canon because that stream was a fucking nightmare for me. Basically, we didn't get shit accomplished. We had a nightmare that our character is like a fucking caveman who can't even speak right. Can't convince anybody of anything. Can't do diplomacy, even a modicum at all. Yeah, it was a real bad time in general. So, but it's hard to tell what's a dream and what's reality because lo and behold, we'll have to take a look. But I think we're going to have another crack at this case with General Kasich. Oh, hey, time to watch someone play a game I know nothing about. Again, what's going on, Cake? Thanks for coming in, man. Hey there. Whoa, this stream is insane. Whoa! As Nintendo Prime likes to say, whoa! Yeah, gotta love that clickbait. It's weekend. Weekends are for clickbait, right? I hate that. Hey, everyone, hate that I missed the last stream. Like I said, I don't think you missed much. You missed us flailing around like an idiot.
Tell your friends about this. Speak quickly.
For an hour and a half. Hopefully we have a little bit better luck in the waking world, right? Alrighty, so back up to the castle. It is day 17. So we are nearing the end of our Ebonheart vacation. By day 20, we're expected to travel back to Chaos to continue on with his work. So we've got a few other things I want to do. I want to try to wrap up these couple of quests, right? We've got told there's a haunting in Stendar Tower that I want to take a look at. And then last but not least, I want to see the Imperial Museum. There's a museum here. An Imperial Geographic Society museum that I want to take a look at. Is your plan moving forward to play Nintendo and PC? Just curious. I know you're big on owning your games. To play Nintendo, yes, Nintendo and PC mainly. So, like, yeah, Switch 2, PC. I'm going to be able to stream Switch games soon, which is great. I got a really great device that OJ actually told me to capture a capture card for Switch. And so once I figure out technically how to work that, we'll be able to stream some Switch games too, which will be fun.
Go ahead, stranger.
Emperor, king, and justice, citizen.
Can you move? Sure would be nice if you get the fuck out of the way. Home skillet.
What's this regarding?
Ah, there we are.
Yes, friend.
Got turned around there for a second. Alright. Now this bitch here is fucking demanding, man. She is hard to please, but I think we might have cracked her, right?
Please, by all means, I'm Liv. Greetings. I've heard you're investigating General Kasich's case. How may I assist you?
Yeah, so tell me about everything again, so... You said Kasich, right? Was a man of honor.
I served under General Kasich 30 years ago as the General's personal aide. He was a traitor, yes, but his plan did not come to fruition, and I do not wish to see him die. He was once a man of honor, and I honor the memory of the officer he once was. I gave my evidence against him, and because of my testimony, he has been incarcerated in the lower dungeons for the last 3 decades.
And tell me again what the evidence was?
He spoke to me personally. To join him in his treason, he tried to buy my honor with gold, but I refused to join in his machinations and reported him to the king.
And what treachery did he propose?
We were to disguise ourselves and our men as Dunmer, lead a detachment of Imperial troops into Black Marsh, and attack a village on the other side of the border, instigating war between the Dark Elves and the Argonians. Not long afterwards, one of our agents reported that a squad of Black Marsh warriors had been lying in wait for a purported Dark Elf incursion. Had we attacked, we would have blundered unawares into an ambush. When I reported General Cassic's plot and bribery attempt, he was imprisoned.
Okay, what am I drinking? Just some Diet Pepsi tonight. No alcohol tonight. No liquored up. If he really committed treachery, why wasn't he executed?
It was my word against his. We were both highly respected officers, but General Cassic had an excellent reputation as being above reproach. He claimed we never had the conversation and couldn't explain why I would make such an outrageous charge, but I had a witness.
Another officer, okay. And who is the other officer?
Ruma Stanicus. After Cassic's imprisonment, Stanicus left the Legion and became Narasa Varen's protector. It is rare to see Narasa without Rumus being somewhere nearby. I would never have acted as he did, but he was motivated by honor, and I respect his decision.
And there's any more evidence?
No, there's nothing further to add.
Well, Lord General, perhaps there's something you've overlooked, no matter how minor.
I hesitate to impugn the General's reputation further. Still, there is one other thing. Cassic had acquired property in Nibene in the Imperial Province, and I once briefly saw a land deed for holdings in the Nibene Basin among his papers. I suspect that this was his reward for taking part in this scheme.
And where would that land deed be now?
I do not know. Perhaps his wife, Narasa Varan, might know.
All right, well, I appreciate you.
Fair enough. Had the General's plan succeeded, it could have meant the deaths of our men. He was a good man once and honorable, and for his sake I did not press for the death penalty, but his actions were indefensible. Fortunately, his plan was never carried out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other matters to attend to.
And this woman on the side that I'm hearing about.
Look, I like you, but very well. The rumors were true of the General. He had a mistress, an Argonian, if you can believe it. In fact, the entire night before he was arrested, he was with her. I never knew her name, and I believe she left the city not long after General Cassic was arrested. I heard she returned to Black Marsh, but I am not certain. I suspect she played a part in his treasonous plot.
So if we could find the Argonian mistress, that would help us too. Interesting, the plot thickens, chat. The plot thickens on our general friends.
Piece of the nine.
Let's go talk to Cassic again. Get his side of all this. I don't know. I love how ambiguous they leave this. Like, could it be a doppelganger? I gotta tell you guys, I think the answer right now is yes, it could be. Absolutely could have been a Daedric doppelganger. That's what he claims, is someone pretended to be him. It was a Daedric, like, demonic doppelganger. Which, if you know anything about the interregnum, that was a huge thing in Jagar Tharn's Imperial Simulacrum. Like, that's what happened a lot to people.
What news do you bring? Have you been able to secure my release?
I don't have any news yet, but I have to ask you about your property in Nibene.
When you have gathered your evidence, please plead my case to Belisatha immediately.
And the woman on the side.
What's this about land in Nibene? There must be some mistake. I've never owned land in the Imperial Province.
Dude, I need you to be fucking straight with me. And a woman on the side?
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Dude? Do you want to be fucking free or not, asshole? Property in Nibene.
What's this about land in Nibene? There must be some mistake. I didn't think you were that kind. I'm afraid what you ask is you cannot purchase.
Dude, stop being a shitfuck, man.
I didn't think you were. This is suitable.
It's not like as a prisoner you're going to get much gold, so just take it. Tell me about your property.
What's this about land in Nibene? There must be some mistake. I've never owned land in the Imperial Province.
And the woman on the side?
So, Kekalia told you about Dishja, did she?
Okay, yeah.
I've seen Dishja or heard her name in 3 decades. You say she left the city not long after I was incarcerated. I would dearly love to see her again.
Okay, now we're fucking getting somewhere. Do you have any correspondence you saved from her? If you have a letter you can give me, perhaps I can track her down.
Oh, would you do this for me? Here, this is a letter she once wrote me. I believe she had a sister in Stormhold, right across the border in Black Marsh. If you do find Dishja, please tell her that I miss her very much. Don't tell her the state you found me in, though. I couldn't bear to have her see me like this.
And tell me about Dishja.
We met at the Argonian mission in Ebonheart. Her eyes were her best feature. They were like great crystal lakes in summer, first emerald, then sapphire. I will never forget her.
Okay, a little secret.
Yes, you know about Dishja now. She was a great comfort to me in the brief time that I knew her. I wonder where she is now, and if she would recognize me. I would dearly love to see her again one day.
And that was the woman on the side, huh?
Dishja. It has been so long. I don't even know if she's alive anymore, but I will never forget her.
And the property.
What's this about land in Nibene? There must be some mistake. I've never owned land in the Imperial Province. You insult me. Yes, that may be some... It is not what you... I didn't think you were that... You cannot purchase honor with... I don't think so.
No, now he's gonna... He's spiraling, guys.
Everyone can all... This is...
He's crashing out, chat. He's spiraling.
I'm afraid what...
He's spiraling.
You cannot purchase... I don't think...
We're not gonna go below 1,200 for this asshole.
Very well. You cannot... I don't think... Very well. Everyone could... This is... You are generous. Perhaps you think You are generous. Yes, that may... You insult me. Perhaps you think I didn't think you... I'm afraid what you ask is impossible.
Yep. Well, that's the end of the road. You don't want to help yourself? Fuck you. You can rot in here.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hopefully I didn't need... That wasn't a key piece of evidence in your favor, buddy. You might have fucked up. All right, back to Wifey Poo. Let's see what she has to say. Kiri, right? Yeah, Hall of Justice, yep. Yeah, woman on the side might know about the property. Exactly my thinking, Wa. Exactamundo. So she's going to be in the Temple Affairs office. Dorial Affairs, so Temple Affairs is further up. My character's not good at this diplomacy shit, but I'll limp through it for now. Hey, what's going on, Mark? What's up, buddy? I'm sober tonight, if you can believe it.
Hello there. How may I be of assistance? Is this regarding the temple?
Nope, I'm back about Hubby Poo. Property in Nibene.
A land deed for my husband's papers? I'm not sure, but I can see if I've overlooked anything. I think I have some of his papers here. Let me have a look. I don't believe this. You were right. My husband did have a land deed for holdings in the Neben Valley. How strange. Look, it's signed in his hand. I have half a mind to travel there to see the land myself.
May I keep the land deed as evidence?
Yes, it's the strangest thing, this land deed. I cannot imagine where my husband got it. Well, okay. I trust you enough. You may present the deed as evidence.
Thank you.
Yes, I already gave you the land deed. You didn't misplace it, did you?
Okay, but he doesn't remember signing this, but yet here it is. By the authority of Uriel Septim VII, Lord and Ruler of all of Tamriel, know by these words that the land surrounding the headwaters of the Morith River is sold by Pontius Vunas to General Kasich. Gonna take a few days off every once in a while, drink water and flush the system. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm drinking some Diet Pepsi, but yeah, water would be good too. And I have drank plenty of water today.
I see you. Are you here to see Narasa Veran?
Give the liver a break, exactly. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here. So we've got the land deed. She did confirm it is the general's signature. We do have an Argonian mistress, but she's in Black Marsh, and that is beyond what we can travel to right now. So I think the Argonian mistress is not in reach. We've got the land deed. We can go talk to Kasich now. And then we're gonna have a side powwow chat, and you and I are gonna discuss what to do in this situation. Do we think Kasich is innocent, or do we think Kasich is guilty? And we'll go over all the evidence for and against. And then we'll prosecute this case. Because all of a sudden, we're Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. It's just how that played out. Objection! Denny Crane. Yeah, it's been kind of an interesting working vacation. We've really learned some of the internal imperial politics in Morrowind. I still want to see the Imperial Geographic Society Museum if there's time, and I think there will be. We'll have to look at our quest log, see what's left to do. I don't think we're even going to get to Fighters Guild, Mages Guild here this time around. Which is fine. That's like my job anyway. We're on vacation, so I'm good doing a lot of miscellaneous quests during this. Oh shit, I went the wrong way. I need to talk to Casey. What the fuck am I doing? That was an oops. Man.
What's this about?
It's about you getting out of my face. That's what it's about. All right, Kasich, last chance to come clean with me, buddy.
Emperor,
Before we go to the magistrate.
do you have news? Will the Minister of Justice hear my case now? All right then. When you have gathered your evidence, please plead my case to Belisatha Mida.
Well, one last thing, buddy. Your property.
Found what? I can't believe it. And you say it has my signature on the land deed. I don't understand how this can be. May I see it?
Yeah, is this your signature?
Why, yes, it is. But this is impossible. The signature is mine, but I've never seen this deed before in my life. The Daedra must have left it amongst my papers, or someone planted it there. I know this looks damning, but I've never seen this document in my life.
Man. Shit. Okay, so let's review the evidence, okay, chat? Here we go. Evidence review. During Jagar Tharn's Imperial Simulacrum, General Kasich was the Lord General of Morrowind. The Lord General currently serving, Kikelia Veltrix, states that he approached her with a plot to start a war between Morrowind and Blackmarsh during the Simulacrum. Okay? She claims he had a deed given to him as a reward for this treachery. Okay? Signed by Uriel Septim VII while Jagar Tharn was in office. So Jagar Tharn signed a deed over to him, which he signed. Okay? Now, Kikelia claims that another officer overheard the conversation. That was Rufus. But Rufus says he didn't overhear the conversation and essentially said he did to get Hubby out of the way because he loved Hubby's wife. Okay? What else do we know? Said the officer who corroborated her story was Narasa's bodyguard. Rumis confirmed he witnessed Kasich and Victor's conversation, but did not overhear what was said. That's important. General Kasich's wife, Narasa, said the night before her husband was arrested, he confessed to her that the story of the Daedric doppelganger was a lie. That's the wife. I think that's pretty damning because Narasa, in this whole thing, has been pretty straight with us. General Kasich's wife said the general always possessed honor. Kikelia Victrix said that she saw a land deed to the property in the Bonny Basin, which was again signed by Jagar Tharn, signing as Uriel Septim. She does not know where the land deed is now. Varen will know. We did get the land deed. And General Kasich had an Argonian mystic who apparently vanished soon after General Kasich was arrested. And he was with her the entire night before she was arrested. And he admitted that the Argonian mistress was true. We need to look at the letter from the former Argonian lover real quick. That's what we haven't reviewed yet. Okay. But unless the Argonian mistress's letter has something absolutely... We're in bad territory here, guys. My darling, not a day goes by that I do not think of you. Our tender moments are so few, I dream of the day when you and I will be freed to be together as one. I wanted to let you know that I go to visit my sister in Stormhold. Her house is on the street that runs opposite the Imperial prison in the city. Oh, I do wish you had to keep me company. I had you to keep me company while I visit her. It would feel so safe with you to protect me in that awful place. All my love, Deesja. But she's not available to talk to corroborate his story. So, chat, what do we think? Now, his story is that it must have been a Daedric doppelganger, which is something that did happen during this time period a lot. But I don't know, man. I personally feel like the evidence points to him being guilty. Keeping in mind that we're operating under Tamrielic law, okay? Tamrielic law is that you are guilty until proven innocent. And nothing I have seen here has proven his innocence. Everything points toward guilt right now. The sole exception being we have a loose end of an Argonian witness that doesn't seem to be available. I guess we could go to the Argonian mission real quick and ask around about it. Let's do that. Let's just to cover all of our bases. We'll take a journey by boat to the Argonian mission in New Ebonheart. We can do that.
Go away. I don't want to help you.
Fuck you, bald bitch. Nobody gives a shit about you. Talk mad shit for somebody stuck down in a fucking basement dungeon all day. Bookkeeping. Stupid asshole. Fuck out of here with that aggression. I didn't do shit to you.
The 9 and the Emperor.
Let's see. Argonian mission's where they met, he said. So that's really our only lead for the Argonian mistress. So we will head across the sea to New Ebonheart just to touch base on that and see what's said. I mean, fuck, it's only been, I think, 20 years. Maybe she still works there. You're cracking me up, LOL. Well, yeah, dude needs to take that fucking Reddit energy elsewhere. I don't need his fucking Reddit energy, like, what the fuck, dude? Do your fucking job. Do your fucking job, bookkeeper. You don't need to be sassing me with your back mouth. I didn't do shit to that guy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, don't be a fool, man. There's no reason for that fucking craziness.
Why swim when you can
He's one of those malicious, compliance Gen Z types. Yeah, he just does his job, like, to the worst of his ability.
Someone.
All right, back to Ebonheart. Back to New Ebonheart briefly. Yeah, he just does his job to the very letter. I will tell you though, here's the thing about malicious compliance though, Mark, right? Ready for what might be a hot take, but maybe not, probably not. So, malicious compliance is jerky as it is to do sometimes, right? What I will say about malicious compliance is that it does really tear a hole in our ability to do things, because here's the thing. The reason malicious compliance, if everybody tomorrow were to comply with all of the red tape and the bureaucratic bullshit, everything would break tomorrow. What it shows us is that it is the ingenuity and creativity of workers to have workarounds for all their bullshit that actually keeps things running smoothly. Without us doing that, it falls apart. And I just have to say, that is a hell of a condemnation. Yet again, yet another condemnation of bureaucracy now, isn't it? If we did things to the letter of the law, and to the letter of the policies, and to the letter of the best practices, if we did that, everything would collapse tomorrow. And all malicious compliance does is point that out in the most asshole-ish way possible. I'm not advocating for it. I'm just saying it points out that there might be a problem in the way we organize ourselves, right? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. A lot of processes are terrible. Yeah, a lot of if you do, like, I can tell you right now, if we complied with every government law and regulation to the letter, or if employees followed best practices to the letter, my company would fold tomorrow. I promise you. It would not survive it. It absolutely would not survive that level, that 100% malicious compliance. It is only through creative workarounds and the creativity of the workers of my company and of any organization that anything functions. So, yeah, malicious compliance is assholism for sure. But it does tell us a very important truth about the way we organize ourselves. That maybe we've been doing it wrong for thousands of years, right? The drum I've been beating since I've been talking about this. That the way we organize ourselves is shit, and it has been shit our entire history. It doesn't matter where you're at. Doesn't matter if you're in America, China, Russia, India. Doesn't matter if you're in, fucking Iceland, if you're in Europe, if you're in Africa. It doesn't matter where you're at, man. Everybody does it this way. Everybody has this hierarchical, bureaucratic way of organizing things. And it just doesn't work, man. All right, back in old Ebonheart. Like, all it does is delay the inevitable, which is collapse. It's like a fucking Band-Aid. And I'm not going to lie and say it's not a good Band-Aid. It Band-Aids for a long time, right? But it doesn't solve the problem, which is that the universe has a bias towards atrophy. And the reason it has that atrophic bias is because we try to control too many variables with too little controlling mechanisms. I once told a young new coworker on a painting crew that best practice was to dump dirty paint thinner into the nearest storm drain. Now, what was the real best practice? Don't bullshit. What were you supposed to do with the dirty paint? Because it's obviously not what you just said. Yeah, it's obviously not what you just said. But that's probably what I will tell you, Mark, is that might be the actual policy that actually allows you to get things done, right? Hello, Argonians. How do you do, fellow Argonians? I'm looking for a person named... I'm looking for a person named... Disha! You've never heard of Disha in your life, have you? Okay, how about you? Nope. Okay.
Questions?
Disha. Nope. Okay. Have you seen Disha? Nope. Okay, well, I think with that, I think Kasik's fate is sealed, guys. I think it's over. I think it's Jover for Kasich. I think we're all done so. I think we're going to declare him guilty, guys. Is what it is. Sucks that we don't have that last lead. And we traveled far to fucking get that, too. Let's go wrap this up and go hit the hay, shall we? We should have time for the boat ride over there, to do our court case, and to get in bed before midnight. Man, that sucks. It would have been nice to get a final answer, but the best things in Morrowind don't have final answers, I feel like. Right? Yeah, me too. Again, we live in the world of Morrowind, and it's guilty until proven innocent here. That is literally the law in Tamriel. Like, you have to prove you're innocent. They make you prove the negative, which is really funny.
Greetings, citizen.
Yeah, prove you didn't do it.
Can I help you? This your first visit to Evan?
Absolutely horrible. Horrific, man. But, hey, them's the breaks. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Tamriel, do as the Tamrielics do, right? Also, there's a lot of evidence that Beretta did that shit. I kind of think Beretta did that shit. Especially since the wife, who's been nothing but straight with us, is like, look, he literally confessed to me. The guy literally told me that the doppelganger story was made up. And she has no reason to lie. None. The only person, in fact, that's real sussy-wussy is the cuck boyfriend, the cuck wannabe boyfriend, her bodyguard, quote unquote, her bodyguard, her friend, her shopping buddy, who wants to be with her, but even she said, "Yeah, we're just friends." So he didn't even get. He got the guy thrown in jail and didn't even get what he wanted. Like, he's the only one I kind of hold in contempt, because Kekela Vetrick seems completely honorable and honest and upfront. A little bit of a stone-faced bitch as far as not wanting to talk to us, right? Not wanting to divulge information. But once you get her to warm up, she was very honest and forthright. Narasa was very honest and forthright. So outside of Cucky, I think everybody was pretty straight with us. And even he leveled and said, "Hey, look, I didn't actually overhear the conversation, but I signed the paperwork because I was hoping maybe it would give me a chance with Narusa," right? He said that. He fucking said that. So. And that was very shitty of him to lie about overhearing a conversation he didn't overhear. But here's the thing. Just because he lied about a conversation he never heard doesn't mean that the rest isn't true as well. What a beautiful night sky, man. So, should we try to draw this? I think we should try to draw this. I think we're going to fail miserably, but let's get some colored pencils out, man. I say... Oh yeah, we're just not good enough to get the stars yet. Although that's a really, really good... Wow! Let's play with this a little bit. Ooh, ooh. That's pretty good, fam. Man, we're starting to get really good with the colored pencils. We'll call this Old Ebonheart Draped in Stars. Stars. How much was that worth? That's my nicest one yet. What's the value on that son of a bitch? That does look good. I didn't know you could draw in the game. Yeah. Yeah, basically you can draw just about anything in both colored pencils, charcoal, in watercolor, and in oil if you have paints. Wait, is this a real feature in-game? It's not. It's a mod. It's an added mod called the Joy of Painting. It gives you an art skill. Let me show you that real quick. So down here, my art skill is at 39. And as your skill increases, your paintings become more detailed, and you can sell them for a higher price. Very cool mod. It doesn't do fog. That's the only thing. It doesn't really do fog that well. Hence why it looks clear as day when we just got... Well, we weren't enveloped in fog just a minute ago, to be fair. But it's kind of its only weakness that I've seen. But yeah, it's quickly become one of my must-have favorite mods, is the Joy of Painting. It's so fucking good. Alrighty. Time is it? No, I don't want to do that. We'll check when we get off the dock, I guess. Alright. Yep, we've got everything we need to present our case, and we're gonna declare him guilty. I heard color pencil drawings are best in full light. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to see if it would capture the stars, and yeah, it turned out that turned out pretty well, man. But yeah, the colored pencil drawings, you want full light, no fog, and yeah, they're beautiful. They're really pretty.
All hail under the Drake, citizen.
Yeah, colors are more intense, exactly. Like you saw, the building colors weren't that detailed. We got a little bit of the purple night sky, and that's about it.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Oh, while we're here, let's ask about a drain personality potion. While we're down here, let's do efficiency and questing, shall we? We need to find the alchemist and ask him about...
By the gods.
I am a tourist. Exactly. I absolutely am a tourist. I make no qualms about that. I am on vacation, bitch. That's why we're just relaxing. We're not doing guild work and we're not doing blades work. We're just chillaxing here.
Welcomes even the Empire's lowliest citizens. Now, what did you want?
Drain personality poison.
A drain personality poison. And why would you need something like that? I'm not going to report this, but I'm not helping you either.
Oh, come on, lady. Why is everybody so standoffish in this town? You think that's all I'm worth? Your manner is offensive, Dunmer. I must object. Fine, we'll do this way. I'm going to need some of this anyway. Do you have Telvanni Bugmusk? Of course you fucking don't. God, what kind of fucking alchemist are you? Oh, wow, okay. Yep. Alright. Well, again, it would help if I would stop huffing and puffing at her.
Here, Outlander.
But we'll come back and revisit when we have full stamina and have more time. But this is how it is to be a subhuman 27 personality piece of shit guy. Like, this is what it's like to be me. Like fucking Felvin is having a real rough time on the making friends aspect. Like, he's not doing a good job. He can't string words together if his fucking life depended on it. Talks like a caveman. Apparently is ugly as fuck. No riz. Zero fucking riz. Stumbles and bumbles his way through all the diplomatic quests we've been doing recently. Pays his way in. Fucking pays for sex Felvin. Hey, Brick, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. We are fucking up royally. I'm just admonishing how absolutely fucking useless my character is. Was not expecting. Yeah, no riz. Zero riz whatsoever, as the kids like to say. Zero fucking riz. Couldn't talk his way out of a fucking wet paper bag, this guy. But it can be forgiven because he is, after all, a mere level 3. But we do eventually want to join the Thieves Guild, so we got to get that personality. We got to pump up those numbers, rookie. We got to get the personality up. Hey, what's up, NP Bog? Well, what are your feelings towards the true canon Nerevarine being a Portuguese-speaking Brazilian Argonian servant of Azura named Heracles or Bazin Filth? Answer carefully. I'm cracked on skooma. I think that the entire Dunmer civilization, as well as Dagoth, as well as the Tribunal, fucking deserve an Argonian Nerevarine. I think that would be the funniest shit ever to ever. I think they deserve it. I think it's exactly the kind of thing Azura would do.
Greetings. As you can see,
because she's
my work
pissed, man.
continues to pile up. I'm simply swamped with all these pressing matters to attend to. What can I do for you today?
Perfect. You make us proud. Yeah. By the way, NP Bog, have you seen the AI generated Dagoth meets Argonian and Khajiit Nerevarine? Because you should go watch that. You should absolutely go watch it. That's not lizard loving. That's just explaining that if anybody fucking deserves that, it's Dagoth. Like, Dagoth is already very racist, and so if you came back as an Argonian, that would fucking rock that guy's world, man. Like, absolutely deserves that. Like, oh no, this can't be right. Come, Nerevar, come through fire and oh no, this can't be right. An Argonian? Really?
I received yet another letter from General Kasich today. He continues to maintain his innocence.
Well, I got bad news for you, Kit.
I'm supposed to get any work done when I have to wade through all this correspondence.
You don't, because I have agreed to file appeal on his behalf.
Argue General Kasich's case for him then. Curious. Are you ready to make your argument?
I am.
You need more time to prepare your case.
Nope. We figured this out.
The hearing shall commence. This court is convened to try the case of General Kasich. General Kasich is accused of crimes against the Empire, including dereliction of duty, conspiracy, and forsaking of his oaths. How does the defendant plead?
Oh shit, Cat! Oh shit! Now that's a wrinkle I didn't expect. They're gonna execute this dude? Oh man! Oh no! General Kasich is guilty of treason and should be executed? How about he just stays in jail? But I guess that doesn't solve her problem because he's gonna keep saying he's innocent, right? Oh shit! That's a wrinkle I didn't expect. I don't want him to murk this asshole. Because I don't fucking know. Like, yeah, he's guilty, but it's not definitive. We weren't able to trace down the final lead. Should we just free this motherfucker, chat? Be my conscience on this. What do we think? It's not our fucking problem, honestly. We get paid either way. Like, should we just free this fucking guy? But the thing is, if he really did make up the doppelganger, and he really did try to start a fucking border war, deport him to Guatemala. Not an option, sadly. Options are he gets to go free with a full pardon, or we execute his ass. Flip a coin. That's the coward's way out, but I appreciate it. I wish I could. But we gotta make real hard calls here. If we're gonna be the Nerevarine, we're gonna have to learn to do it. And as the Nerevarine, we can't flip a coin. Free him. I don't. So here's the problem with freeing him, right? The problem with freeing him is that everything we know points toward him being lying. Like his wife, literally, the only honest lady here is like, yeah, he told me the doppelganger was a lie to keep him out of prison, man. The only thing that could exonerate this guy is if we could find the Argonian mistress to testify. And we can't. Oh, man, then free him. A border war seems like a minor inconvenience in this place. Cake, that is very well said. Like, this is already fucking the most chaotic fucking continent on the planet. And again, he has no power now. He's just some shirtless guy now. He's not Lord General of the Legions. He's never going to be able to be Lord General of the Legions again. At this point in his life, he's just some shirtless guy. He has no power whatsoever. His power has been removed. So he's just going to be free to go be a shirtless guy. To go be a naked guy on the road. Like, asking for help, getting his axe back. Like, that is his fate if we let him out, right? Okay, Chad is saying free him. There's one more I'd like to hear from. Great Wah, what do we think? I didn't know he was going to be executed, man. I know we had decided, we had a consensus that guilty was the right call, but they're going to execute this bitch. Was not expecting to sign somebody's death warrant today. And again, he can't do any more harm. And my own personal justice, that's what I'm kind of about, is it's not about vengeance and it's not about punishment. It's about removing somebody's ability to do harm, however you can. So his ability to start border skirmishes is kind of over with now. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, again, being a we're going to... Okay, so if we can prove it, now, we may have to go the other way, but we're going to try to make the case that General Kasich is innocent of the charges he is accused of, and should be released with a full pardon, and see what comes of this.
Say? Do you have any proof that can substantiate these claims?
General Kasich's honor was unimpeachable, and everybody said that, by the way. It was completely out of character for him to plan and attempt to carry out a treasonous act of this nature.
Yes, it is true that General Kasich's honor was well attested by all, including his fellow officers and imperial officials. That's why the actions he was accused of performing were so difficult to believe. Do you have any further arguments?
No, it's been a pretty standard stream so far. Nothing too crazy out of the ordinary, Brooke. We're basically solving this case here, trying to. We're going to attest that a Daedra impersonated the general. The general discovered the doppelganger in his own home.
Yes, the general did claim that a Daedra impersonated him, and a Daedric doppelganger would explain why his wife and aide both claimed that he confessed his treachery. However, do you have proof of this doppelganger?
Yes, Narasa Varen claimed that her husband was with her the night before he was arrested, but General Victrix states that General Kasich was with his lover. I didn't even think about that. Oh, saved by multiple choice. That is true. Both those stories can't be true. He could not both be with his lover and with her the night before he was arrested.
Astonishing. So 2 witnesses placed General Kasich in 2 different places at the same time. This certainly sheds new light on this case. Very well.
Interesting!
Draw to consider this case. This court will be in recess for 1 hour.
Okay.
After lengthy consideration, This court finds General Kasich innocent of the crimes against him. His position and title will be restored to him. He will be permitted to retire to the Imperial Province, and the charges against him shall be struck from the record. As a reward for your assistance in this matter, please accept this token of our appreciation. You have my thanks and the Empire's. This court is now adjourned.
Yeah, it's got to be one or the other, but here's the thing. It leaves it ambiguous deliberately. So there is no way to know if we made the right call here. But I just wasn't comfortable signing the man's death warrant, not having any evidence specifically convicting him. That's the thing. So he's going to retire, so he gets his position back, but under retirement. So he gets to, yeah, so he's out of the, perfect. Okay. An amulet of the advocate. So we got some fancy amulet here. Let's take a look at this. Oh my god. Oh, I'm about to cry, chat. You know how badly we needed this? Constant effect, fortify speechcraft, and personality, 10 points. So our caveman just got a substantial increase in their ability to, like, just talk and speak with other humans. Wow. 37 and 31. So did we unlock? Yep, we have Admire now.
What can I help you with?
I bet the prisoner is the doppelganger. Ooh, I hope not. Sounds interesting and suspicious at the same time. Ooh, I hope not, Mark. Ooh.
In that hole for 30 years, and the man was innocent the entire time. Thank you for seeing justice done. You have my deepest gratitude. Thank you for helping me to close the case on General Kasich. That's at least one item on my docket taken care of.
Cool.
As Minister of Justice, I somehow need to ensure that the Juris Imperator Tamrielikus is kept throughout the entire province, and that all Imperial citizens have an avenue to express their grievances, and believe me, everyone has some kind of fund.
Well, this was very helpful to our character. Like, this brings us up to, like, we're no longer going to be considered like a subhuman piece of trash to most people. So that's pretty good.
What do you want, Outlander? If you are looking for work, then perhaps you can help me enact my retribution.
Alright. Tell me about it.
Yes, Outlander retribution. You see, I run a plantation along the Thur River. About a month ago, I had an Argonian slave by the name of Aljudicus try to escape my plantation. I tried stopping him, but the fetcher fought back. He fought back so hard that he blinded me in my left eye and managed to escape. Knowing that most slaves escape to Old Ebonheart, and that I belong to House Lalou, I plan to use the Empire's justice to schedule a trial to bring him back into my custody.
Okay.
However, it seems the court agrees with the slave, and due to a loophole, he is now a free citizen. What nonsense. Has this wretched court forgotten about the armistice? This is when I realized the Empire's justice wouldn't give me back what was rightfully mine. This is where you come in. Are you interested in helping me?
Yeah, he wants me to kill his fucking slave, but yeah, let's hear it.
Great. I knew you were the right person to approach. I don't think the court is going to change their opinion on the matter, so we will have to take matters into our own hands.
I love this we.
I just want the Swit dead. I will pay you 100 drakes for this. If you are somehow able to convince the court to return custody to me, I will be able to throw in the extra gold I would have to spend on a new slave.
So we're not going to do that. We're not going to have your slave returned to you. We'll just kill him.
Unfortunately, I do
not
know
comfortable
where the
doing
slave
that.
might
We'll
be
just take the
hiding,
100 gold.
But his lawyer, Naya Alarian, can be found in the Barristers Guild here.
Yeah, we gotta love that. We, man, it's not. Yeah, I am just a blade. You're using to stab this guy, dude. There is no we here. I'm gonna stab him, and you're gonna pay me. Okay. Yeah, we. Fuck out of here, homie. This fucking we shit. Yeah, suddenly it's we. Any plans for streaming later tonight? Yeah, I mean we're gonna be streaming quite a bit because I don't have any extra work or anything going on tomorrow, not to my knowledge. So yeah, we're gonna be having fun.
Yes, Ahem, greetings. I am Minervius Venius, Minister of Talvani Affairs, and my Daedric friend here is Raskar Jal, the official representative of House Talvani, or at least that is the working hypothesis. There's a bit of a language barrier between us, so I'm not completely sure.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
So this, yeah, I love, this is the ambassador that Talvani sent. This is the Talvani ambassador, which is amazing. Yeah, well, we got work already, so we're going to leave you to that. But it seems familiar, almost like deja vu.
Emperor.
Doesn't it? But yeah, we're done. We're going to go to sleep for now, because I think, yeah, it's midnight. It's time to go to bed. Time to go to beddy bye. We need to get water and food. We need to eat. We need to go to bed. Time to go to beddy bye. Oh my god, I keep getting fucking turned around, man. There we are. Going to Bowling Green tomorrow. Nice. Tell me a little bit about that. What is that? Sounds like fun.
I'm glad I see you well, Sarah.
Let's check to see if Kasich's been dropped off.
Ever consider joining them?
Not at all. I did absolutely not. No Imperial Legion this playthrough.
Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen.
Yep, he's gone. Oh shit. Yep, they let him go. Okie dokie.
Emperor, King, and Justice. Well,
Do we get any reputation bump, I wonder? Nope, still no reputation bump. Kasich.
so we were keeping an innocent man locked up down here for 30 years. Unbelievable. I saw him as he was leaving. He looked like a man who had come back to life. Come to see the Duchess, eh? Ha ha ha. Jokes aside, no one can enter without proper authorization. Do you have the papers?
I don't want to
Don't
enter.
waste my time. I'm not here to...
Plus, I already have authorization, so you can fuck off, bald bitch. Going to eat Buffalo Wild Wings and do some shopping. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, B-dubs is always a good time. Let's go see what Vatrix thinks real quick. And then we've got to go get to bed. I just want to see what this stubborn person thinks real quick. She was super stubborn.
What do you want?
She didn't want to talk to us at all
Keep
first.
moving. Serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
Just want to get her opinion.
Well met. Was there something you needed? After all this time, General Kasich was actually innocent of the accusations. If only we had compared our stories 30 years ago. I had thought to hide his indiscretions, but instead, I doomed a good man to decades of pain and torment. Stanicus was a good officer. I respect his decision to leave the Legion.
Yeah, kind of a bitch move, to be honest, but it is what it is. Do better in the future, I guess.
Here to see the castle.
Yes. Actually, I've been touring the castle this whole time. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're on vacation, man. We're on vacation. Of course, being the helpful sort we are, we help out where we can. while on vacation and get to see a little bit of the Antheran region. God, that's so pretty. What a beautiful fucking sky, man. That is super cool. Yeah, what's your favorite B-dub flavor, Brooke? Do you have a favorite flavor of wing? What's number one? That'd be kind of a nice picture there. Let's draw that one. Nope, no favorite. Okay. Boy, these are starting to get really in-depth, man. These are starting to get really in-depth. We'll call that towards the city. And we've reached 40. Best Vacations has Monte Cristo sandwich and best of it has Monte Cristo sandwiches and Cuban food. Oh God, Cuban food, some of my favorites. Some of my favorite food for sure, man. I am with you there.
The Nine and the Empire.
Man, that sounds good right now. All right. Let's see if people actually like us now that we have the Advocate's amulet. See if people are a little nicer to us. Not really.
Please have a look around.
A little bit, but not much.
By another. Questions again.
Oh shit, we gotta pay again. I don't plan on getting anything when I go shopping, just going to look around, saving my money for other things. Now, I hear you there.
Summoned by another.
Sometimes it's fun just to look and shop around. Aromatic stew, please. And a water refill, please. And a room.
Come to see old Ebonheart's grittier side, have you? Yes, we have one available. Your room is on the second floor.
Thank you. Join the Thieves Guild. Talk to Captain Fentus. Okay. Let's see. We're not going to join the Thieves Guild, but I'm curious to see if we can now. My brothers are in South Florida. Whenever I go, I insist on Cuban food. Oh. Good stuff, Maynard.
You look like you could take care of yourself. Before I sign you up, you might want to look at the Fighters
Okay.
Guild charter. Are you ready to sign up now?
Well, I don't know what the Fighters Guild charter has to do with the Thieves Guild, but yeah, tell me the charter.
Just remember there.
And then we're going to say no for now, but eventually we'll join.
Do not steal from a brother thief. Everyone else is a mark. Do not attack a brother thief. Do what you will to everyone else. If you have a price on your head, we have ways of taking care of it. If you break these rules, you must speak with...
No, we need to join the Thieves Guild.
To regain your good
we need to join the Thieves Guild for the fencing power, so yes. Alright, we're now a toad in the Thieves Guild. Welcome, Brother Felvin Narrows. Talk to me when you want some odd jobs, or when you think you're ready for advancement. If you have a price on your head, there are those you can talk to. If you have a price
on your head, there are a few people who can help you handle it. Rai Morani in Old Ebonheart.
Okay.
Agosi Biran in Almasthur.
Okay.
And Crazy Legs Arantimo in Vavet can help you.
Beautiful. Nice to know. And tell me about yourself, Captain.
Captain Fentus at your service. I'm in the guild.
All right, well, tell me about yourself, Captain Fentus.
That's me, lad. What is it?
Never mind. Now I have access to the fence, I hope. And I think this guy's our fence.
How may I help you?
Yogolf the Mute remains silent. No expression can be read on his face. Let's go to barter. And he has 120 gold, so he doesn't have a lot to play with. But we'll sell what we have, but that's not the fence I was hoping for, man. Rye. Let's see here. What do you want? She's so rude, man.
And all talk now.
Yeah, Rye is so rude. Really rude lady, man.
Tell your friends about
I haven't much time. How many tombs have you raided? 1, 2? I can assure you that I've looted at least twice as many targets. What is it that you want?
Who are you again?
I am the legendary tomb raider Antio Florain. Surely you must have heard of my exploits.
I have not. Sure haven't, buddy.
Let me guess. Another immigrant from the Heartland, right?
Not at all. I actually came from the island.
Friend?
We rent beds. I have some goods for barter. What do you want?
Will you accept moon sugar now? Nope, illegal item. She still won't fucking take it from me. She sells it, but she... Wow. Alright, whatever, man. How do you not have a single fucking fence in the Thieves Guild Hall? Narcissistic. Very possible. Big yawn as I wake up. Alright, let's take a look, see what we got here. Let's take a sip of water. And... let's see here. And we are in all 3 guilds. The only one we need now is the Morag Tongue. And we'll have completed our work when it's time to actually go to fucking work and get a job and get some money. We'll be good to go. We need to head to the Barristers Guild, though, to try and sweet talk our way into getting access to this Argonian that we have to stab. So let's take a shortcut through the alleyway, yeah?
Come on, then. Say something or move on.
Barristers Guild.
What do you want?
Yes, fucking lady again. Let's let our stamina revamp real quick to make sure we have our maximum chance. And hopefully she's less of a bitch in our dream. In our deja vu, she was a real bitch to us, man.
Old Ebonheart welcomes even the Empire's lowliest citizens. Now what did you want?
You can call me lowly all you want. I'm just trying to get some answers, man. And of course, I'm willing to pay for those answers.
You're that kind of person.
Oh my God, here we go again. Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think
The
so.
drops
You
are
don't think-
crazy,
is that all
man.
you think I'm worth?
Like, it's bullshit how big the drops are. It really is.
You're too kind. I can't refuse such a bribe? What do you... I hear you. You're too kind. I can't refuse such a friendly jet. This is suitable. I'm afraid what you ask is impossible. This is suitable. It is not what you offer, but how you offer.
See, the drops are so random. They're just
I don't
dice
think so.
rolls,
That's
man.
not going to do it. Is that all you think I'm worth? Well, that's thoughtful. I'll take it into consideration. You're too kind. I can't well, that's thoughtful. Is that all you think I'm worth?
You know what? Fuck you. You're just as much of a bitch as you were the last time I tried. So you know what we're going to do? Yeah, this is suitable, and then she still won't tell me shit. So, you know what? Fuck it. Now this is happening. Typical woman. Typical woman. Mark Oranchuk says it's not me. We need to hit this right on the lot. Oh, lock bashing is such a pain in the ass in this game. Fuck. Alright. Do I have any unhinging scrolls? Okay, I do have an unhinging, which is good. We'll just use that. Then I'll get my weapon fixed here. I'm going to have to get my weapon fixed anyway. Or no, I don't. I'm a mage too, so... We'll just use the unhinging and we'll just kill this asshole with magic. There we go. She's hiding something. I bet he's down here. Let's see. What do we want to use on the Argonian? How about ice magic, since they're cold-blooded? We'll be a real asshole and we'll use ice magic. Yep, sure enough. Yes. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Ajudicus.
Yes, that's me. What can I do for you?
Well, Moles Larsus has sent me here to kill you, buddy.
Wait. Please reconsider what you are about to do. May I ask you why you are blindly following his orders?
Because he paid me.
I don't know what he told you, but I have done nothing wrong. All I want is my freedom. Parsis confessed to attempted murder by trying to hire you.
True.
If you go to the Justice Minister in the Ebon Tower Curia and tell her about his confession, I'm sure she will be able to give you a bigger reward than what a Lalu retainer has. How does that sound? I can vouch as a witness for his confession.
All right, what do we want to do here, chat? Because I'm going to actually give you... there, on the surface, there would be no reason not to take that deal. Because this S'Wit is only offering me 100 gold to kill somebody. That is criminally underpaid, right? So, on one hand, we could probably get more by turning him in for the murder bounty, right? To the magistrate. That's true. But now I'm going to give you the other side of the coin the way my character sees it. When you are a mercenary that does a job, the only thing you have is your word and your balls, and you shouldn't break them for anybody, in the immortal words of Scarface, right? So, if we turn this guy in, yes, we'll make more money in the short term, but what does that say about us in the long term, in terms of our hireability, right? Like, oh yeah, you don't want to hire that guy. That guy's a piece of shit who will undercut you as soon as he gets a better deal, right? So with that in mind, we are up against more pay in the short term, but could potentially harm our hireability in terms of roleplay. Because who would want to hire somebody who starts to get a reputation for snaking you and turning on you just whenever a better offer is made? I've already kind of signed a contract with the Halalu guy. So what say you, chat? Should we kill this lizard and get our 100 gold? Or should we betray the Halalu for more gold at the risk of getting a reputation for being a bit of a shitheel and turning on our employer when the getting's good? That said, you could also argue that this guy should have fucking known and should have offered more money, and that he wouldn't have been as open to that, right? So I don't know. What do we think? Be my conscience, chat. What are we thinking here? Yes, that sounds better for both of us, which is true. Or because we're a man of our word and we always complete our job no matter what. Sorry, no deal. Prepare to die! First comment gets to operate as the conscience. Gotta love choose your own adventures. Alright, doesn't look like the chat has an opinion on this, so we're going to go ahead and move forward, and we're going to go ahead and execute this bounty. It sucks, but here's the thing, like, eventually he's going to hire someone that's going to kill you anyway, so I'm not going to get the money if that happens. And also, keep in mind that the next person he hires might actually do the second thing, which is to get you put back into slavery if there's a way to do so. So this is a mercy killing.
I'm not going down without a fight.
I wouldn't expect you to, buddy. It is one you're going to lose, though. And as is the way of things when we do a bounty mission, we'll need to provide evidence of that bounty. And as an artist, that is what we do. Way too easy. Yeah, a little bit. Alrighty. That was cold-blooded. Let's go turn this in and then go back and explore the Imperial Archaeological Society Museum, shall we? That was always the plan for day 18. Since we've seen a lot of the Grand Tower. I'll tell you what, we're going home with some really good goodies. My favorite so far, this diving helmet, water breathing for 180 seconds on self-jet. That is going to just be insane when it comes to any undersea exploration missions, of which there's going to be a lot. Especially when we get to a certain area called the Abekian Shores, man. That diving helmet is going to be absolutely spectacular. No, it's right here. It's the Curia. Yep, we don't tend to double-cross our employers unless we have a really good reason to. That's the thing. It's just not something we do.
Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen.
We get a job, we do the job.
How goes my retribution, Outlander?
It's done.
Yes, that is the name of the slave. Again, I don't know where he is.
It's done, dude.
I smell Argonian blood on you.
Here's a picture.
You actually did it, Outlander. I'm glad to see that some foreigners still respect our laws and traditions. Please, take the gold as promised. If you are ever in the area, please feel free to stop at my plantation.
Certainly.
Yes, thank you again for helping me. I won't forget it. He got what he deserved. I'll buy a replacement soon enough.
God! I hate these people so much. I fucking hate the way these people view things so much, though, Chad. Yeah, if you come visit my plantation, 1850s Alabama. Oh, God. No. No. Definitely not going to visit there. Pyratosis says, today is the day I get some wheels. I saw those wheels in the Discord, man. Blazer, right? Was that you with the Blazer? If so, that's a sexy fucking beast, man. It's a sexy vehicle.
Why do you disturb me?
Yeah, I'm super pumped for you. Alright. Alright, who's ready for a trip to the museum? Who's ready to go see the Imperial Archaeological Society Museum? I am. That's all that fucking matters. So we're going to do it. What, do you all think this is a democracy? Fools. Ah! Yeah, we're going to the museum. Plus, there might be some shit to steal. Just saying. If they're foolish and they don't guard it well. That Chidia Dune culture kicking in, right? Which, hey, if I steal something and you weren't able to protect it, it deserved to be stolen, yes? Yes? Absolutely.
The Nine and the Empire.
Also sprach Zoroaster. Ah, thus spoke Zarathustra. Now that's a blast from the past, Mark. Yeah. I am familiar. I am quite familiar with both Zoroastrianism, and I am also quite familiar with Nietzsche. Sorry, I'm getting wobbly. No, there's no reason. I mean, no reason to apologize. I've struggled with Nietzsche my whole life, man. I have been in a wrestling match with Nietzsche philosophically my entire life. And here's the thing, Mark. In a lot of ways, I'm losing. Nietzsche is fucking right about a lot. And I fucking hate it sometimes.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
So we got some Dwemer stuff here. Some really interesting Centurion parts. Let's see here. Got a Cohorher. Dwemer helm. No conditioning, though. That'd be a nice theft. You steal that, you repair it, except everything's fucking illegal. Hi there.
Welcome to the Museum of the Imperial Archaeological Society. Visitors are welcome to view our collection, but obviously no touching is allowed. All of the items here are extremely old and fragile.
Understood. Not going to plan on touching, unless something has some really, really hell of a good value. Got the brief history of the Empire. Let's read the welcoming notice. Welcome to the Morrowind headquarters of the Imperial Archaeological Society. All guests are free to view the exhibits on the first, second, and third floors. Please do not touch or disturb any of the exhibits. Thank you, Dean of the Society. All right. Of course, we are always kind of interested in getting into certain places that we don't have access to. So. He's not telling us we can't be here, so that's good. I don't know you. What do you want? I am El Canaria, savant and assistant of the Imperial Archaeological Society. Yeah, been a few years since I've been in a museum. Well, now we're here. I just went to the Field Museum about 6 months ago. It was kind of fun. It was pretty fun. Oh, we got some unguarded loot here, guys. We're definitely taking that. For the library. For the library. Wow. These dumb fuckers don't guard anything very well. Runes Akeem will say. I don't care. You can keep your fucking biscuit. Don't care.
Don't stand about. Get moving.
Shut up. That's all for here that I can steal. Well, other than the Grace Cathedral. Nice! That's what I'm talking about.
Emperor, King, and Justice.
Oh, wow. These guys are fucking fools, man. Yeah, boy. They just left their poker game mid-game, man. Or dice game. That was dumb. That was real fucking stupid. Yeah, let's steal that too. Why not? Man, all this money left around. Damn! And we've got a vault. Vault door. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's something to remember. Another vault. Man, Old Ebonheart's full of vaults. Good to know. Alright, well that concludes our visit of the prohibited areas. Let's get back to our tour, shall we? Swimmer statue. Oh, is that the schematics for like a spaceship?
Emperor, King, and Justice.
That kind of looks like a spaceship, man. I wish there wasn't a guard right there. And that is the largest Dwimmer cog I've ever seen in my fucking life. The dwarven people of Morrowind, also known as the Dwimmer, are equally known for their ingenious mechanical contraptions and their mysterious blink-of-an-eye extinction in the 8th century of the First Era. The many items in the collection, which include parts of defunct automatons, everyday items, and the statue of an unidentified dwarven king, presumably not life-sized, have been brought from the city of Kemelz in the Telvanni's district, where the Archaeological Society is carrying out its most important excavation in Morrowind, commissioned by the Elder Council. Grace Cathedral was one of my churches. It's very much like a museum. Oh yeah, some of those cathedrals and those in mosques go back literally hundreds of thousands of years. So in Cordoba, one of my favorite cities on the planet, Mark, in Spain, there are all of these just gorgeous cathedrals and mosques, and you get to see the doors of Cordoba, which are just very fucking cool. Like where the doors of Cordoba once stood. And what's funny is the doors went back and forth for years, man. Like between that and the Caliphate, right? As they waged war, like during the Crusades. So we're talking ancient fucking history there. Very, very cool city. Yeah, they would just show up and they would take the doors. And then when they sacked, the cities on the other side, they would take the doors back. And so the doors of Cordoba just traveled back and forth constantly. Such a petty thing, but yeah, Alcide, yep, exactly.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Velathian shield?
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
The Velathian collection, the prehistoric dark elves supposedly immigrated across the continent into Morrowind from the Somerset Isles during the Merithic era. Following the prophet Veloth, they established a culture known as the High Velothi culture. The items in the collection include pieces of Velothian armor, a burial urn and a brazier, and a column exemplifying the traditional Velothi architecture, which can be seen in the ancestral tombs of the Dark Elves. Very cool. And they do have it. They do actually have one. Look at that, man. Yep. Hello, Varnjani. Varanraji does not know this phase. What do you want from Vanraji? Nothing. Just looking at this neat collection. Ooh, Remen stuff. Remen Legion. Cryo-Nordic collection? Wow! Even before Tiber Septim's victorious conquest, the empires of men had already on several occasions struggled to gain permanent dominance over Morrowind. Both the Vrogmen of Skyrim in the First Era and the Remen Legions of the Second Era have had significant role to play in the province's history. The various armaments of both Nord and Imperial origin in this collection have been excavated in the western and northern parts of Morrowind. So fucking cool. You have a Discord? I might join. Sometimes I eventually get banned from Discords. Well, you're free to join mine. So there's one rule, Mark, and just remember it well, okay? The one rule is to behave in a way that if you wouldn't say it in a real life bar without getting... If saying something in a real bar would get you punched in the face, probably shouldn't say it in my bar, right? And so that's kind of the general rule. The only way you get kicked out is if there's a consensus of people. If you pissed off people in the bar and there's a consensus to kick you the fuck out. Now, kickouts are not typically permanent. If you do happen to get booted, typically, just like a real bar, you can kind of dust yourself off, kind of wipe the bloody lip, come back in, as long as you try real hard not to do it again, right? And then eventually bans can take place, over time. But yeah, just don't get a consensus of the bar pissed at you and you're fine, man. We run a really chill environment. It's pretty chill, pretty relaxed, pretty open. Yep, 86th. But yeah, no, you're definitely always welcome to come in. Anybody is welcome. NY, what's going on, guys? Oh, I hope we didn't go. No, we don't want to go up yet. No, we still got this floor to see. Uh-oh. Guess that's not part of it. This room is not open to the general public. IAS members only. Okay. All right. Whatever. Yeah, we've got actual, ooh. That's like slave hunting shit. You don't belong in Morrowind, Outlander. Well, I'm in Old Ebonheart now, sir. And so this is a friendly place for Outlanders. I mostly post music, scenes from movies, art, and photography. 100% you're going to be welcome in the bar, Mark. Definitely show up, by all means. Dunmer are racist as fuck. Yes, they are, man. They sure are. But to be fair, I am a Dunmer. I'm an Outlander Dunmer, and they even hate me. But to also be fair, as you'll see when we visit Cyrodiil, which is probably the least racist place, we're eventually going to go and visit Cyrodiil, which is over here. And when we visit Skyrim, you'll also see that everybody is fucking racist. As Pyrotosis says, as in a world where everyone is racist, it is what it is. Tamriel is a very racist place. Yeah, the Nords hate the Red Guards and the Dunmer right now. As close as you get to non-racism is Cyrodiil, and as you'll note when we get there, they're pretty fucking racist too. They're pretty shitty too. Goblin Collection, guys! The Goblin Collection. Goblins have been on Nirn since the dawn of time. These items, the shield, the sword, and the armor pieces, have been collected from various abandoned caves in the western Valathi Mountains, near the Cyrodiil border. The red symbol is an artist's rendition of the emblem of the Grave Maggot tribe, a clan of migratory goblins suspected to have crossed over to Morrowind. And we won't have a whole lot of goblins here. Goblin lip hole. God damn, those are pretty fucking expensive. We get 800 gold out of that shit? There's a guard right there. God damn it. Alright, well, continuing on. Hist Kuras. That's fucking cool as hell. Arnesian War Collection. The items in this collection include both an Argonian Hist Kuras and a native bone mold armor of the Dark Elven House Dress, both of which were used in the Arnesian War, 3rd Era 396 between the provinces of Morrowind and Blackmarsh. God damn, man.
Here to see the castle?
What kind of blade is that? Steel scimitar. Mark Orenchuk says I'm racist against the Olag High. I try real hard to. Going to lurk now, going to hit the hay. Yeah, thanks, Burke. I appreciate it. And yeah, try to get some sleep while the doggo allows it, right? Let's see here. That's really cool, that armor. This room is not open to the general public. Well, man, half this fucking museum is closed to the general public. This room is not open to the general public. Well, fuck. I guess we're done. I guess we're all done then. Very neat, though. Well, that was a very quick tour, wasn't it? All righty. I'm racist against anyone who doesn't. So Guy Zaz says, I'm racist against anyone who doesn't looks like me because I'm open-minded and stuff. Well, it sounds like you have a very Tamrielic spirit then, because that's the general spirit of Tamriel. Let's see, I painted pictures of a log high. Mark says, I'm not really sure what that is. Is that like an orc? Because I know there's the Uruk-hai in, like, Tolkien, which is a clan of man-orcs. Grand Chapel of Talos. We haven't seen the Grand Chapel. Let's go ahead and tour there. We're on vacation, haven't seen that yet. Oh, we gotta paint it. We gotta paint it. Very fucking... Yes, thank you for moving. Very kind of you, sir. Who the fuck is Olag High? Malakath? I mean, he was an LOG? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Who, Olag High, that's what I'm wondering if that is, like, the Uruk-hai. Like orcs. Yeah, Tolkien Trolls, Brett. Okay, yeah, Olag High is Tolkien Trolls. Oh, Olag High are the Trolls' real name. Okay. Bred to be huge warriors. Okay. Man, dude, I was just being nice to you. Get out of the fucking shot. Thank you. Okay. Oh, we're not quite good enough to get the detail on this statue, it looks like. Yeah, cancel. We'll do an ink drawing. Statue of Talos. Man, painting going up rapidly, man. Yeah, Olag High are your typical trolls. I was put through the pure pain of Morrowind on Xbox 360. Just an awful way to play this game. Yeah, I heard the emulation on that was fucking terrible, man. So my condolences. I mean, Malakath was an LOG, you know, a turd. Oh, God. I know explaining. I know explaining jokes and whatnot. Not funny. Yeah, log. Yeah, yeah. The dung god, right? 360. Try the OG Xbox. Olag High is like the troll version of Uruk-hai. I slaughtered Markarth with Malakath. Can you go to Whiterun in this mod? Not yet. So, in this mod, we can go to the Reach, right? So, where's the Reach at? It's going to be... I think I missed it. So, there it is. So, we've got the Reach, which is an area roughly twice the size of Solstheim, I think. And so, we can go to Skyrim, but Markarth's side is coming at the end of this year. So we'll actually, you mentioned Markarth, we will be able to go to Markarth's side at the end of the year. It's going to be roughly this whole area around this part. Nope, not yet. Right now, the cities of Karthwasten and Dragonstar are there. Right now. So Mark Orenchuk says the Reach sucks. Well, the Reach in Skyrim sucks because they didn't do it justice. But the Reach in Morrowind fucking rules.
Keep moving.
But yeah, Markarth's side's going to be beautiful, man. I hate Rag Havens. Yeah, Hag Ravens are shit. Nobody likes Hag Ravens. They're fucking assholes. Nobody likes Hag Ravens.
Don't stand about. Get moving.
Alright, let's go back up and continue our tour of Ebon Tower, which honestly seems to be the biggest landmark here, man. $5 p.m. day 18. Yeah, we got our last day tomorrow here. We are almost donezo here. Play Skyrim on. I only play Skyrim on survival mode. Yeah, survival mode gives it a little bit of an oomph. Mark Orenchik says I'm racist against Hag Ravens. Yeah, most people. I mean, Hag Ravens aren't really a race. That's the thing. Hag Ravens are monsters. Hag Ravens are witches that basically took a deal with, like, I think it's Hersine, and became monsters. So, yeah, I don't think anybody's going to fault you for being anti-Hag Raven. They are generally almost entirely evil, right? Oh yeah, we've got a ghost. To investigate. Let's go take a look and see if we can help with the ghostess's problem. State your business. Hi, buddy. I'm here to help with your ghost tower.
Taros Coxius, the Burgrave of Old Ebonheart and Castellan of the Ebon Tower, can be found in the Great Hall of the Palace. His Grace Furios Matimus, the Duke of Deshaun,
like the Forsworn, though.
Staying in his guest quarters in the Palace High Chamber. Lord General.
Then you'll love this mod because the Forsworn, instead of just being like berserker like assholes, the Forsworn literally have a culture in the Morrowind mod in Skyrim Home of the Nords. There's like 5 Forsworn not Forsworn, but Reachman villages. Yeah, so when we visit Skyrim, Gazaz, you're gonna have to definitely check out that particular stream. Because the Reachmen have an entire culture in Skyrim Home of the Nords. Like, you're going to fucking love it. The streamers. I once did a playthrough of Skyrim where I made all the wrong choices. Well, what are the wrong choices? Lord General Casselia Victrix wants to reclaim Fort Firemoth. She has instructed the Order of Ebonheart to gather adventurers in Seda Neen. Oh, thank you, guys, well, we're not ready for Fort Firemoth. We are just not fucking ready for that. So you can say all you want about that latest rumor, but yeah, we're not interested in that, dude. Like, no way. No, we will, Grurn will fucking destroy us. Grurn is one of the strongest fights in the whole fucking game. There is no choice in Skyrim beyond empty woods. I ended up as a hermit in my house in Markarth. Ah, okay. So we got Beauty and the Bandit, which is Nelos on Mars ongoing story. So the only active quest we have right now is the Exiled Duke's Affair, which, yeah, we need to check into that. We need a Drained Personality Poison is what we're looking for. Okay. Where I even went, everywhere I went, they tried to arrest me. Damn. So you're like bad if bad decisions were a person, that was the Mark Orenchuk Skyrim playthrough that one time. I can dig it, man. I can definitely dig it. Skyrim is a poor RPG, but makes up for it with its amazing world. I've spent hundreds of hours exploring it and still find new stuff. Have you tried Legacy of the Dragonborn yet? Very cool mod. Guys, ain't that the fucking truth? Skyrim's RPG mechanics are like trying to see a ghost reflection in a pool of water. Ooh, I like that. That invokes a lot of that is good, Pyritosis. Yeah. Had to hang out in Markarth. The rare goods store, I think that has our Calvani bug musk, which we're going to need here. I'll take both bottles.
Welcome to Angira's shop, citizen. Angira has many imported rarities from other provinces for sale.
Okay.
Ones you won't find anywhere else in Morrowind. Expensive, maybe, but worth every cent.
Lay it on me, kitty. What do we got? Rarities from other provinces.
Ours is the largest imperial port in Morrowind, with its inhabitants being mostly settlers, traders, or diplomats from Cyrodiil and other provinces.
Okay.
So, naturally, there's both a great supply as well as demand for goods from every corner of the Empire. Wines all the way from High Rock and Colovia, weapons and armor, and the Khajiit kingdoms. Indeed, goods that are everyday items elsewhere may seem like treasures in these lands.
Yeah, Pyro, it's not really even an RPG, it's an adventure game, which is fine, yeah. Mark Orenchek says, nice verbiage. Yeah, no, that was a very well put way. Alright, and you've got the bug musk, right? That's what I'm really interested in this particular buy, is the bug musk. There we are. And I want you to do it for $380, if you will. Let's push it, $375. Perfect, okay. No, our character needs fucking bug musk, guys. Like, we fucking need the bug musk. And hopefully we can get her to at least tell me how. And then we're going to have to sell some shit off, man. Yeah, this is getting really ridiculous, the inventory.
You again. How tiresome.
Let's wait very briefly here.
What backwards corner of the province did you trek here from?
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pop the bug musk. Just going to pop that.
What backwards corner of the
All
province
right.
did you trek here from?
Need some Elder Scrolls novels, man. Yeah, it'd be cool. All right, just like that, we're in business. All right, tell me about drain personality poison.
Personality poison? Well, I trust you, so I could make you one, but it will cost 300 gold.
It's way too much money, man.
No, I don't agree. See, it's not just the poison itself. I have to be compensated for going through the trouble of making something unusual and questionable as well. So you either give me 300 gold or find some other alchemist to bother.
To be fair, Morrowind is basically a novel. It's literally one of the great novels, guys, as 100% agree. Mark Orenchik says, I'm going to order some aged provolone and pecorino romano on the internet, like real pecorino romano? Because here's the thing, Mark. Unpasteurized cheeses are almost impossible to fucking get in America due to the bullshit pasteurization laws. So if you have a way to get me some Spanish Cabrales, hit me up in like DMs on Discord, and I will absolutely arrange to get you paid and to send it to me. I am craving some Cabrales. Mascarpone is a good cheese too. Make sure you get some gabagool. Make sure you get some of the gabagool. Gotta get some of the gabagool. Or Cultbach, yeah. It's just, it's such a pain in the ass in America to get unpasteurized cheeses. Such a horrible pain in the ass, man. Yeah, gabagool is heavenly. Pay 300 gold.
Give me a few moments and you'll have your poison. Here, take it. Keep in mind, if something goes wrong, I would deny making it. Frankly, even if it works, I would deny making it.
Fair enough, thank you. Man, this better pay well. We're down to 540 fucking gold now. Because of this stupid mission. Pastrami can't be beat, though. I don't know that Spanish cheese. Wait, you can't sell unpasteurized cheeses? You can't import unpasteurized cheeses, sake. If you try... Yeah, so it's illegal to import unpasteurized cheeses into the United States thanks to the USDA. Yep. Sure is. So you can eat unpasteurized cheeses, and there are some great American unpasteurized cheeses, but we are locked off from probably 40% of the world's great cheeses, and almost all of the world's blue cheeses. We are locked from. Yep, can't import any unpasteurized cheeses. And fuck them for that. Yeah, that's strange. I don't live in the USA, though. Well, fucking lucky you. Makes me so mad. I saw this YouTube short where this chef was making some pasta dish with gabagool, but it looked like a cheap cuts of ham or something. I was like, what the fuck? I have some gabagool in the fridge right now. It don't look like that. Well, it probably wasn't real gabagool, right? It probably wasn't real capicola. America be like unpasteurized cheese bad, then unironically feed people Kraft American cheese. Yeah, it's a culture in decline for sure, man. Cheese protectionism, kind of silly. Yeah, they think it's because it's unpasteurized. They have some strange fear that it's going to hurt. But again, that's my prerogative. If I want to fucking eat a fucking moldy, fucking completely fucking molded over cheese, if I want to eat that and turn into like the fucking fly from the movie because I fucked up, that's my prerogative, man. That's not a cheese. It's a cheese product. 100%. No, that's my right to be a dumb fuck and hurt myself by eating mold. That's my prerogative. Fuck out of my way. Like, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I'm sorry. Isn't this supposed to be land of the free? I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I'm sorry. You mean I can't get my moldy cheese? I'm sorry. I thought this was America. Haha, one of Jeff Goldblum's great roles. That's a fucking fantastic role, man. Let's see. No, this isn't... I know everybody likes to blame Obama for everything. This was not Obama's fault. This has been in place for years, man. For decades. This stupid fucking rule. I'm not sure who's responsible, but I hope they, like, fucking... I hope all they ever get to eat the rest of their fucking life is American cheese. That is an apt punishment for banning the world's great cheeses from American shores. Let's see. 556 says I'll eat whatever cheese I want. Well, the problem is, though, is getting it through customs, right? Like, that's the problem. Like, I would love to be a Billy Badass and say, yeah, I'll eat whatever fucking cheeses I want, but I can't get the cheeses. Just like I can't get the Monte Cristo cigars. Although, fun fact, I can get the Monte Cristo cigars. Those I can get. They fall off a truck, laugh out loud. But the cheeses, man, I find it really hard to get the cheeses and the sausages. 7.62 is a good round. 300 Win Mag or 338 Lapua. I'll tell you my new favorite round, guys, and you're going to laugh at me. Yeah, Pelosi's probably eating the cheese. Well, yeah, I mean, she's above the law, right? Like, she's a politician. I'm sure she gets whatever fucking cheeses she wants. My favorite new round is actually it's the Creedmoor. Creedmoor actually is a fun round. It doesn't drop. It's not as heavy as like a 308, right? But when you're shooting long range, the Creedmoor has no fucking drop to it, man. It just goes. I thought we unembargoed Cuba. Well, again, we don't have a coherent foreign policy, guys, Oz, so we unembargoed Cuba. And then we re-embargoed Cuba. And that's where we're currently at now, is Cuba is back to being embargoed. 8mm Kursk. I haven't shot with that round yet, but I'm excited to try it at some point, yeah. But yeah, 6.5 Creedmoor shoots like a fucking dream, man. Like, again, it lacks the oomph of, like, the 308 or some of the bigger rounds, but my God, does it fly true. 338 Lupia is a supersonic out past 1 mile. Oh, okay. Damn. Yeah, I don't know if I've shot with that one either. All right, here's your personality potion, and I like those white shoes, actually. Those are nice. Can I get a pair of the white shoes?
Just get me the drain personality poison. I'll handle the rest.
Based guy's ass.
You found the poison? That's great. Just give it to me and wait a day or so. I'll handle the rest. Hopefully, I won't be here when you come back. If so, speak to Raylith.
Who's Raylith?
He's a Dunmer in the poor part of the city near the docks. You'll usually find him doing something outside his house.
Okay. And then drain personality poison?
I don't need the poison anymore.
And the Duke's affair?
Wait a day or so, then see if I'm still here. If not, you should speak to Raylith.
Sounds good. Well, have a good one. I hope you're not here, and I better get a fucking nice reward, man. Wish we had more STG 44s. I'm base, bruh, LOL. 7.92 Mauser, aka 8 millimeter, and then you said 6.5 Creedmoor. Yeah, great round. Great fucking long range round. Like it lacks the oomph, but again, when you get to that level, you don't there's only so much more oomph you need for most cases. Like the Creedmoor is going to be enough to put down just about any big game you're shooting at. So, still trying to get my hands on a Car 98K. Yeah, good fucking luck. Yeah. I just want an old working Tommy gun's what I want. Like that's kind of my dream trophy firearm is an actual working Thompson. Like the fucking Chicago typewriter, baby. I'm obsessed with those. But that said, like in terms of my favorite new gun right now, I just got an AR-15 from Daniel Defense that is fucking fantastic. It shoots like a dream, man. PSA says they're going to make or might make a semi-auto 50 BMG. Car 98 would be such a nice rifle to have. Thompsons are kind of shit. No accuracy whatsoever. I want it for the historical significance. I am obsessed with like the Prohibition era gangster shit. Like it's one of my hobbies and passions, right? So yeah, it's not because I want it to actually have a firearm. Like there's much more effective. Anything modern is going to be more effective than that. It's just the historical. Cheapest one on the market, they say, is 5 to 9K. Yeah. They're not cheap. I like the Czechoslovak Car 98, the VZ24. Yeah, those are nice. Very nice. Yeah, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Exactly, Mark. Yeah, that old school gangster shit. Okay, it is 9 p.m., so I guess we'll get some sleep. So that means going back to the hotel room, and oh my god, we are literally on our last day. That puts us in the last day of vacation. What do we want to do? Saw an actually between on my local gun shop. Y'all carry? It sucks though, because I'm actually in Illinois. We're one of the worst states for guns. But yeah, you have to jump through a million fucking hoops to carry. But yeah, I've got it. But this state is terrible for that. I got a friend going through a nightmare just trying to get their FOID renewed.
You are beginning to annoy me.
Tell your friends about this place.
Friend?
Indiana? Yeah, hopefully they're better than Illinois. They can't be much worse, right? All right, we're going to do agility, because that needs to come up bad. Personality. And strength. Yeah, baby. Constitutional carry. Fantastic. FNX 45 Tact or the PSA Rock 5.7 or Kimber 911, depends on the setting. Oh, Texas here. Well, I know you're taking care of, Pyrotosis. At least on gun rights. Got some other fucked up shit going on, but yeah, Texas is going to be pretty preem for the gun rights. Plus, Texas is beautiful, man. Alrighty, I think that's going to end it. Your ID is your carry permit here as long as you aren't a felon. I don't. I'm a drunkard and on file with depression. I'm a melee build. Oh, god damn it, man. See, I hate that too. And again, hot take. Well, Texas isn't even the best state to carry. That kind of surprises me, but I guess it should carry several knives at all times. Hey, I like knives too, right? But I hate that, Mark, because I'm actually an absolutist when it comes to firearms. All this shit, oh, you're a felon, you can't carry. Hey, did you get out of jail? Did you serve your time? You should be able to carry them. I'm sorry, it might be a hot take, but it's not. As an anarchist, it's probably not really. People know I'm an anarchist, so yeah. Absolute fundamentalist when it comes to gun rights. Like, yeah, if you're not sitting in fucking jail, you should be able to have a gun. Wait, why do you need more than one knife? Well, haven't you played Morrowind, Cake? They break, man. The knives break. Arizona, North, and Alaska, not a felon. That's good, but I mean, even with felons, like what I'm saying is, if anybody who is a felon, they should also be able to carry, man. Like, if you did your time, if you served your duty to society, which I barely believe in anyway, like, okay, you're out. Okay, well, you get your rights back. Cool, you're a citizen again. That's the way it should work. Our Constitution is sacred. It's a piece of paper. That's the thing. It's the magic piece of paper that the entire world has decided they believe works. And we found out I would hope we found out over the last 200 years that the magic piece of paper doesn't really protect us. The only way we can live free is if we choose to live free until somebody stops us, right? Let's see. I think we should have machine guns and grenade launchers and other stuff. Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah. They are of varying sizes. Yeah, that helps too to have different sizes for different functions. You know what? Makes sense. I should now carry knives too. Yeah, knives are fun. Knives are a lot of fun, and sometimes knives have utility that guns don't have. You get around it as a felon by carrying black powder. Laugh my ass off. Oh, so you can have black powder as a felon. That makes sense. See, and that's the other part. That's my other issue with the law, is it doesn't even fucking make sense, guys. Like, you can have a black powder gun, but you can't have a regular gun. What? Get modern reproductions. Yeah, but again, that's why the law is futile. Like, again, what? Makes no sense. Even from their goal. So, Kike says, I kind of disagree a bit with the explosives. It's an AoE danger. Holding a grenade is the same as pointing a gun in every direction. So, here would be my question then. Just to kind of go into that a little bit. Why do we let the most dangerous people in the world have them, like government? Government get to have grenades. Government gets to have explosives. You're more apt to be killed by a soldier or a police officer wielding those weapons than you are your fellow citizens, I promise you. But again, that's the anarchist in me. I don't see where government gets a special license to kill. I just disagree with that. I don't think if you're government, you get a special license to kill everybody. Let's see here. Unless you have some fine storage. Musket, 58 caliber. It all does it, man. Dude, have you seen the ATF rules on SBRs and AOWs? Black powder is a hassle, though. It's slow. Why do you think? I don't want them to have it. It's a bit means I prefer us to have. Yeah, because they want you as a little slave. Anarchist here, too, but a stranger one. Yeah, no, I'm anybody who understands that this whole idea of organization is complete bullshit is awesome. So that makes you awesome, Kate. Anarchy is fun. Yeah. And again, all anarchy is, my definition of anarchy is you have to live free until someone stops you. That's really the only way to be an anarchist. So basically, I'm a good person. I'm not out to hurt anybody. So I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. And eventually there'll be some cop stop me and that'll be it. But until then, I'm going to basically do whatever I want to do, because what I do is not harmful to other people. It's just not. I play fucking Morrowind. I go eat at restaurants, and I go to the occasional parties, and I drink a lot of fucking booze, and occasionally go shoot and hunt. Like, that's anarchy. That's all there is to it. There's nothing inherently harmful in any of those actions. No, libertarians are not anarchists, sadly. Libertarians are anarchists, are babies wading into the anarchist ocean is what they are. No, they still believe in, because they believe in corporations, right? They believe in they still believe in organizational structure. They still believe in hierarchy. No, libertarians are babies. Yep, they have a child's perspective, but it's better than status. I will take most libertarians over most status. It's getting late. I could do this all day, but we are going to have to go, and we will definitely do this. A libertarian a bit less arbitrary. I mean, if anything, they're more arbitrary because they believe in all those things, right? I'm not super versed in political structures. Well, if you have any questions, I'm happy to discuss. It's not. We won't make it a point here. We're only doing this now because it's super late. More of a centrist? Yeah. I mean, centrist means you have no. Basically, a centrist. I'm not trying to be judgy. It's just centrists typically, to me, have no coherent political. No coherent political ideology. It's just that's basically the unexamined, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just typically unexamined. Libertarians believe in voluntary structures. I think it's good, but not arch. But not anarchy. Yeah, it's definitely not anarchy. It's definitely not good because those voluntary structures just don't work. I mean, in some sense, most would fit me there. Yeah, no, and for sure, 100%. No, my main problem is that you've got Dunbar's number and you've got Ashby's law of requisite variety. And that combination I call the anti-civilization equation. And essentially what it means, and we'll go into that in another stream when it's not so late and everybody's not so fucking tanked up. But basically what that means is that it's literally every civilization we've ever planned from 5,000 years onward has failed. It's collapsed. Because the variables outperform our ability to account for the variables. The conflict is inevitable, right? And so that basically what it is reality itself has a bias toward decay. And no matter how many rules you slap in place, you will not stop that decay. It is inevitable. I believe in pursuit of freedom. Me too, brother. Me too. Freedom is good. The only thing is, I just wish that most people who said they believe in freedom truly mean that. Typically, they mean it for themselves, but not for everyone around them, is the problem. Mark Warrencheck, the problem I've seen in anarchy, in some of these situations, the strongest bully dominates with hostility. Yeah, that is a problem, Mark, and that is very fair, because how do you keep a perpetual anarchy, and how do you stop it from devolving into a strongman or fascist state? That is the huge problem, Mark. Like that, you hit it on the head. And it's why ultimately anarchies are temporary solutions, and so the real solution is what they call a dual power structure. That is, people choosing to live anarchist principles within the structures provided by the law, essentially. It's the only way to do it. So basically, live free until you're stopped. That's kind of the only thing you can do. There is no way to do a fully organized anarchy, especially since other countries won't do that. We would all kind of have to globally do it at once, and yeah, fat fucking chance of that happening. Local apocalypse warlord here. Yeah, I'm not saying that my ideology is completely coherent. I'm just saying I think it's the closest to reality, right? I disagree. The voluntary structures are the only structures that work, as voluntary means less conflict, as the individuals must choose to associate themselves with each other. Yeah, but can you point to a truly voluntary, can you point to true voluntarism? I don't disagree, Keg. I think that's beautiful. It's just that typically any kind of structures, it typically end in other people being forced to abide by those structures, right? I think everyone should be able to do what they want as long as they don't hurt others. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, basically my rights end where your nose begins. Yeah, from a moral perspective, I agree 100% with that. Yeah, if you're not hurting other people or you're not forcing other people into your way of thinking, that's absolutely where you should be. 100%. But I also think a cohesive society is important. I don't know. You're not alone in that. I am in the vast minority. And again, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's going to fall apart. It's going to fail. It's going to fail. There's no stopping the decay because we don't account for Ashby's law combined with Dunbar's number. Because we don't account for those two laws of nature, all civilizations fall apart. Cohesive culture. Let me do drugs and shoot machine guns. Shoot machine guns, do drugs, eat good food, and play video games. Absolutely. Look, anarchy doesn't mean not cohesive, at least my version based on discrete mass. So, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Anarchy can be cohesive. Anarchy can be volunteerism, as you stated. The only problem is that any of those structures you create would have to account for Dunbar's number combined with Ashby's law, and we just haven't found a way to do it as thinking human beings yet. So I guess, fuck it, we'll have the conversation. So basically, Ashby's law of requisite variety means that in order for a system to maintain homeostasis, a system must have more controlling implements than it has variables. If it does not have more controlling mechanisms and variables, the variables overwhelm the controlling mechanisms and decay results. Instability, decay. You combine that with Dunbar's number, which states that human beings have a finite number of relationships they can keep track of, right? Now, what that means is that some people say it's 1,000 faces. Some people say it's 150 faces. I typically tend to think around the 150 to 500 mark. There's about 150 to 500 people you can feasibly keep track of in your human thinking brain, right? After that, it gets kind of muddy. You start to lose responsibility and care for those people because they're just not in your sphere of influence. So if you combine the fact that a human being's actual societal structure maxes out at about 150 to 1,500 souls, and you combine that with Ashby's law, which is basically that bureaucracy doesn't work, is kind of the simple way to put that. Look at the societies we live in. United States, 350 million people. China, approaching 2 billion people. India, approaching 2 billion people. Russia, hundreds of millions of people. European countries, 30, 40 million people each country. There is no way to run societies that large and that expansive when we can only keep track of 1,500 faces. It's just not possible, man. So what happens is we rely on bureaucracy to do it, and those bureaucracies will fail, well, because Ashby's law says it will fail. Wow, this stream is insane. Well, hey, what's up? What's going on, Acer Donald? Yeah, we're in the fun discussion hotboxing now. Stream's all over with and should have been over with 10 minutes ago. But welcome in, buddy. Glad you're here. Let's see. Decay is the reason why empires never last. Exactly. Yeah, and we have no accounting for it whatsoever. No accounting whatsoever for decay. None. Zero. We've not figured out a way to break this in 5,000 plus years. We just haven't. If I remember, the Iberians have some hard disagree with that kind of control mechanisms, is that exponentially outgrow the computational power of the controller. They always do. That's the thing. So again, it's not necessarily a disagreement. It's just a statement of what happens, right? Let's see. Well, how do you have a country without a cohesive society? That's the question. And that's what we need to. That's why we need a whole bunch of people, and we're not doing it right now, thinking about how to do this. The new human organizational structure. How do you do it? That is the thing. And how do you do it without bureaucracy? That's the thing. And whether you ask the Soviets, or you ask Americans, or you ask the ancient empires, or you ask the free republics, nobody has ever figured out a way to do it. That is the $1 million question, that if we can solve for it, we can enter an age of freedom and prosperity the likes you've never seen before, right? But it's solving for that is the problem. Libertarians have some hard. I read that as libertarians, yeah. But because all governments and political structures decay, doesn't that mean culture becomes irrelevant? It can, yeah. Culture is not your friend. I've often said that. Culture is not your friend. Culture is another controlling variable. Let's see. Not me. I can only remember a handful of people, usually only my restaurant regulars, and sometimes I don't remember them unless they do something to stand out. Yeah, so again, I think that number varies person to person, but scientists have argued for a long time. They say minimum it's 150. That's what Dunbar said. Robin Dunbar. But they've also said that it can go up to 1,500 people. Right? Smash the like button. Yeah, if you want. I mean, I don't. Again, it's all voluntary, right? So I don't ever tell anybody to do anything. Guys, I think we just don't have a country. Just people flowing. Yeah, countries are the whole idea of countries is definitely one of the barriers to figuring this out. Oh, you said culture does not become irrelevant. Culture is just it's another one of those boxes, right? That's the problem with it. Um, let's see. That's why we need to, Pyrotos, that's why we need to close the southern border. They aren't integrating, not learning our language. I don't think we have a good, I disagree with that necessarily because I don't think it's that they're refusing to learn. I don't think that there's any impetus to learn, and I don't think that there's anything to help them or assist them in learning. So there's all kinds of things. In fact, our immigrants are actually, believe it or not, illegal or otherwise, our immigrants are actually much better integrated than, say, the European immigrants, which are just, they literally just let those people rot. They get them there and they let them rot. There's a great horror movie. I can't think of it. I think it's called His House, that is incredible and explores the way Europeans have just absolutely fucking botched it. But our immigrants, believe it or not, are relatively well acclimated in comparison to a lot of the world's. Tower of Babel, let's see, maybe tribalism isn't so bad, lol. My silly opinion of idealism, just do not try to find universal solution like that, as it will inevitably lead to more conflicts. Mark Orange says, I disagree. A nation of people is not an idea. A theory of sets, math logic. Ooh, this is good. We have two kinds of rule sets, universal and existential, Kike says. One is the negation of the other. Universal means every part of the set follow the same rule. That is way too big-brained and it is way too late, but I will look at that again when I wake up in the morning. People bring their ideals with them, which changes a place. Existential means at least one part does not follow the rule. And I beg to differ, they all have Androids and iPhones. There are plenty of apps for languages. Are those effective, though, I guess would be the question. And is that something that that most people are willing to have a machine in the way of that communication? I think we're actually, if you look at the way we're resistant to AI, I think we're very resistant to machine-assisted learning. I don't think we've integrated that into our brains and our skill sets yet. So I think the barrier is our own feelings, both the immigrants' feelings and the natives' feelings. Nobody has really integrated that machine learning too well yet. Let's see. Yes, I speak German and Russian and Spanish. Oh, multilingual. That's awesome, man. So that's the other cool thing about a language. A language is not only a method of communication. It's thoughts, attitudes, how one views right and wrong. So if you can speak 3 languages, you actually can kind of twist into 3 different modes of thought. That's very impressive, actually. Very, very impressive. Native-born American, T.Y. Gvorish Pro-Ruski. Ja, toast. Okay. I don't know what any of that means, but cool. I've worked 20 years in construction in California with non-English speakers. One guy lived here for 20 years and only knew 20 words in English. Tovarist, I realized I said conflict in the same line. Russian seems cool to learn. Umena jest es claviatura, a whole different alphabet. Yeah, 100%. But guys, we'll definitely have to continue this another time. I am getting super tired. But thanks for coming out. And yeah, that went a whole lot longer in the discussion than I thought. But very, very good discussion. I think that was awesome. We'll try not to do that too much in the stream. We don't want to scare people who just want to be here for Morrowind. But DM me. Anybody wants to DM me, I would love to talk about this stuff more in depth, right? This is really... Nobody's bad. Like, this is cool. And it's super late, so I don't care. But, yeah, DM me, because I'd love to talk about some of these ideas. Like, it looks like we got some deep fucking people here, and I fucking love that, man. So, alrighty. I'm going to hit the hay, and we will probably start up, I'm guessing, around 10 or 11 tomorrow. As soon as I wake my lazy ass up, we'll get that started, right? So, all right, guys, well, take care. And again, thanks a million. This has been awesome. Let's see here. I'll read these last comments, and we're gonna have to end this. And so we gotta pull the plug at some point. Russian seems cool to learn. Yeah, Russian is a very interesting language. Very interesting language. Then in Russian, guys, says I'm guessing Yo Minya SDA Ruski Klaviatura. Whole different alphabet. Pyrotos says it's hard. I got my Russian start with Victor Tsoy and the band Kno. I'm going to have to check out Kno. I've not heard of them, but I'm going to check them out now. That's awesome. LOL, my bad. Grippa, blood type Da. Love Spokania Nok, which is something else I've not heard of. Yes. Tiomania Nok. Is this all music, man? Because this is I am always up for some multicultural journeys into fucking music. You want to talk about a fucking universal language? Music, guys. It's Kino, yeah. Okay, fuck yeah, man. So, all right. Well, fuck. I think we've all been on like a fucking season 5 Rick and Morty journey of expanding our consciousnesses here, which I did not expect, but this was awesome. Take care, guys. Have a great night. And I'm going to have to write some of these terms down so I can take a look at some of these bands. And also check out that one cheese that Mark Orenchuk mentioned. Tiamat and Knock is a World War II Soviet song. Okay, history too. This is awesome. Okay. Sweet. And then what, Mark, if you're still here, what was that cheese you mentioned? It was like Kluk or something. Yeah, otherwise, I can look it up. I can look it up in the comments, but I definitely want that fucking cheese too, man. It's like 5 Nisa, and I think they are Ukrainian, though. Okay. Yeah, I'll check them out, too. All right. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. We will definitely kick back where we left off. I better save my game now that I'm in the hotel room. I got to yapping. And, yeah, Soldat is a great song. Okay, yeah, we'll have to check some of this out. Take care, guys. Good stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm about an hour overhead. Over what I expected. Take care, everybody. Yeah, any music. I'm always up for music in the Discord, guys. So definitely post any of this music. Yeah, that'd make it easier for me to find as well. Definitely.